Welcome back to Alpha Grappling's Dungeon War Championships. I'm going to welcome Rich in to do the weigh-in for our next fight.
Thank you, Josie. Jack Gover, can you come over? Can you just stand here for me, please? And can you step up to the scale? Okay, we've got 80 kilograms. Thank you very much, Jack. Do you mind just standing over to that side for me, please? And can we have Bart come up to the scales for us, please? Can you just stand here for a moment? Thank you. And can you step onto the scales? And we have 78 kilograms. Thank you very much, Bart. Do you mind just standing over there for me, please? Thank you, Josie.
Thank you, Rich. Jack, come on over. I've got some questions for you. How are you feeling today?
Good, thank you. Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. How have you been preparing for today's fight?
Same as always, just training lots of my training partners and coaches. And just trying to keep fit.
Yeah. Do you know much about your opponent today?
No, not much. I just know that he's keen to fight, and so am I. So
yeah. Do you have a game plan or tactics?
Just try and do some jiu-jitsu, basically.
Yeah, good.
Keep it in my, try and keep it in my game.
Okay, yeah. So you've been doing quite well on smaller circuits and events. How do you plan to use your experience today?
I think anytime you compete, it makes the next competition go a bit smoother, easier. Any of the guys here that compete a lot, which you need to be on this show, will probably vouch for that. That whenever you go to another academy, you can feel the guys that compete, and you can feel the guys that don't compete, and you can feel the guys that compete a lot because they just roll different. And so really, even the competitions away from here that are in the gi, for instance, I still think you bring something from it, you learn from it, and it helps with the next competition.
Yeah, great. So you'll be using this as well as experience for the next time.
Yeah, of course. I think anyone here, is just trying to sort of carve their way in the sport and trying to carve out a little bit of the cake for themselves. I think it's just important to get out, compete, roll against good guys, and put it on the line, basically.
Great. Well, thank you for speaking to me. Good luck for today. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Bart, come on over. I've got some questions for you. How are you today?
Not too bad.
Good. Thank you. Do you know much about your opponent?
No, not really, but I saw his last fight, and I'm just gonna go from there.
Yeah. Sorry. Do you have any tactics or game plan, or have you thought about a strategy for today?
Yes, I did, but I'm not gonna say it in front of my opponent, so I have to keep it a secret.
So your coach, Jed Hugh, was here last time and made quite a powerful statement with a quick finish of a much larger opponent. Is this something you plan to replicate today?
Yes, why not? But I'm not as quick as Jed. My pace is a bit slower, so I will just look for the submission, and I'm here to showcase my jiu-jitsu. So.
Great. Well, thank you for speaking to me. Good luck. Rich, let's see the face-off.
Thank you, Josie. Jack, can you just come back here, stand there for me, please? Thank you, Bart. Just there. We'll just have a face-off. Thank you, Bart. Thank you very much, Jack.
Thank you.
Best of luck. We've got a fantastic fight coming up. Jack Gover, Francesco, Bart. Jack's going to be in the red corner today, Bart's in the blue. Francesco entering the cage now, shaking hands with the ref. Go to the blue corner. Bart is ready to go in the black trunks.
Francesco, a 27-year-old purple belt, training with the likes of Jed Hugh in his newly formed gym, Elite BJJ.
Both corners ready, shaking hands.
Off we go, and Francesco immediately pulls guard here.
Now, Jack fought here before in Dungeon Wars 1, maybe giving him a slight advantage with the familiarity with the cage.
Yeah, like we say, with the space as well, it is a smaller cage, less room to manoeuvre here.
Bart on the floor, just looking for some vulnerability in Jack.
Francesco quite relaxed here, just potentially establishing a butterfly guard, getting a grip of the wrist there. Jack similarly just taking his time, working his way around Francesco, trying to look to pin those legs down, maybe sit back into a reverse scarf. Like you said, Rich, Jack's last act in the Jonas Rage, which he opened up with an early guillotine attempt, but eventually lost by a twister. That was his professional debut, so he may have shaken away some of the potential nerves around competing on a one-on-one match in this kind of event rather than a normal tournament format.
They seem very in control currently. Bart just taking his time.
Francesco now just trying to potentially open up Richard's Jack's legs, work to establish his butterfly, now reaching for that Kimura. Francesco recently taking bronze in the grappling industries Manchester, only coming up short against Ross Nichols, the very well-known black belt. Interestingly, on previous fights, we've seen Francesco be comfortable in both from guard and from standing, and playing top as well. So it may be that he mixes things up as we make our way through the rounds today.
Maybe an adaptable fighter with a bit of a long game.
Jack now diving in, working on that potentially an over-under pass.
Keeping his body flat.
Reaching back for that far now, controlling. Francesco now working to Jack's hip. He's going to try and pull him round to take his back. And now Jack's now established past the guard. Francesco still trying to work up. Potentially trying to re-establish his half guard again.
By trying to regain dominance, being on top.
There was a good back take attempt from Francesco, but Jack just managing to shake him off. Pace just slowing down slightly. Again, we're working on 3 rounds, both of 7-minute intervals with 1 minute rest in between. Obviously, if the fighter wins both first 2 rounds, they don't have to go into the third, but that can mean that the fighter treats it differently. Here, while we've got Francesco working his way from 50-50 into a heel hook attempt, Jack just reaching to his leg. Francesco needs to isolate that leg.
He's nearly there. Jack's holding on. Jack seems to know.
He's now isolated that leg. Now all about Rich securing the knee. He's got Jack's knee here. He's got a strong control. It's all about now trying to isolate that leg. Jack turning away now. He's got to free that knee. Now he's out of the knee line. Francesco may look to either re-establish knee control or go for the toe hold. He's gone for the heel hook. Oh, he's got knee control. He's re-established control of that leg. He's now isolating it.
Very effective use of strength on Bart's side.
What we need to see from Jack over here is him trying to work to free that knee line. But right now, because of the threat of the heel hook, the inside heel hook from here, he's going to have to fight with hand control.
That leg is not going anywhere right now. Francesco's not letting go.
Ok, c'è anche un hold dove hai con la mano destra. Non lo sottovalutare, vai. Tranquillo. Non se l'aspetta, devi finire di attaccare il pallone e poi attacchi quello.
Coming up to the 2-minute mark.
Va con 1 minuto e mezzo. Ok, la 50-50, ok. Se parla, ok, ce l'ha.
Francesco's corner, just to chill out, he's isolated that knee, he's still got control of that knee, so he's just about trying to isolate the leg now and deal with the hand fighting against Jack. Jack Gover training out for Felix MMA at Southampton. Jack with the long sleeve rash guard and Francesco with no rash guard. With a minute left on this round, let's see if Francesco can work for that submission and isolate that leg.
It's like all of Jack's focus is trying to get his leg out. Still in the control of Bart.
Coming up to the end of the round now, and the fight is Francesco. Bart coming right on top now, potentially working to pass the guards if he has time left. Jack just managing to keep that single butterfly. Turtling up now. Will Bart be able to take the back? He's got one hooking. Can he re-establish? The second hook? Standing up on top.
And that is time.
Yeah, we've hit the end of the first round. That was an interesting performance for both of them. Jack defending well against that 50-50 build content, but Francesco not managing to isolate the leg. So let's see what Bart does in this second round. Whether he may look to wrestle or if he'll pull guard again.
Okay, we're back into it. A minute's break. Fighters shake hands. Bart goes straight to the floor.
Again, he's pulling guard. Let's see if he's able to take that 50-50 position or potentially get into different leg entanglements that will put the foot on and get the submission. Bart just pushing him away. I think Jack's going to be a little more focused on just breaking down Bart's guard, taking his leg on his own now.
Switching it up.
Just coming back straight on top when he realised that he didn't have that. I don't think he wants to risk allowing Bart to come back on top. Lots of hand fighting here. We can see the way that Bart's just coming in he's coming in at that angle. He's trying to isolate that leg. He's trying to attack one of the legs. Jack now standing up. Let's see how we can try and pass on guard. Sometimes it's easier to pass when standing up. You have more room to maneuver. You're faster. It's far easier to move around when you're stood up. And Francesco now coming in, he's got a Kimura trap, just throwing him over, and now he's got the armbar. He's got the armbar back. Jack has freed the elbow and he's out of that.
Very nice evasion. Jack is taking his time, reassessing. Just waiting for an opportunity. And Bart is ready for him to move in. Looks like he's got his wrist, he's got Jack's wrist.
So Jack now pinning those legs together. Maybe trying to work the pass, smashing those legs together, keeping them pinned. He's got one leg pinned. Could use an over and under pass here. Jack now going for the toe hold. Is he able to get it right?
Ooh.
And Bart now using it to take his back. Jack was just unable to bring that toe hold right towards his butt. He's now got the body triangle here.
I was trying to pull him back. He's going to use his back, lean him.
Now what it will all be about now is fighting the hands. This becomes a game of trying to isolate the arms so that he can get the choke. Jack hands up by his face, just defending, keeping his elbows in nice and tight, not wanting to allow Bart to isolate one of those arms with a body triangle.
Trying to have a quick breather, but he's going to have to do something soon to get out of this position. He's working on it.
Francesco now attacking one of those arms from the back. He's now pulling the head back. Now all submissions are allowed in this competition, so you'll be able to cross face as well, which is becoming more and more of a submission. People are keeping their chins down and people are just going across the face and submitting that way.
Yeah.
It's perfectly legal.
Jack is working so hard just to keep his neck and chin clear. Now Bart getting a bit of a better grip.
Now what Jack wants to potentially do is work that body triangle so that the cross legs are on the side that are to the floor. And now get his hips to the floor. He wants to try and get his hips to the floor. Get almost side on with Bart.
Bart absolutely locked around Jack's waist. Could be a war of attrition, just trying to wear him down.
I'm not sure who was up on the scorecards in the first round, so if Bart won that last round, then this is the fight to win. Jack has to win this round. Oh, he's on the crossface now. Jack grimacing, but he's managed to bring himself to the side.
And he's been holding off so far.
Working his hips to the floor now. If he can work his hips all the way to the floor and get an elbow beside them. Bart just pushing him over. He's got that crossface again. Jack just pushing it. It's just above his chin. Some heavy breathing coming from Jack Gover. He's just pushing that. He's trying to push that elbow off his face.
1 minute to go. But still holding on with those legs.
Rich, this can be so tiring for Jack Gover. Absolutely. He's having to work constantly to defend himself at every moment. This can be so exhausting.
And that's just testament to his athletic ability. They're still holding on. He's still got the stamina to keep fighting back and defending.
Bart now trying to flatten him out, but he's switched to the body triangle again. Now this is where potentially using things like the cage, if Jack understands how to defend himself against the cage, he may be able to use it to his advantage, try and take Bart off his back.
10
seconds
Bart
left on
going.
the counter.
Ooh. Jack just needs to hold on. A few more seconds. And that's time.
That's time. And that's round 2 done. Now let's see what the scorecards are saying. Bart shaking his head slightly out of frustration. I think he spent most of the round searching for the submission. He's going to be frustrated that he didn't manage to get it.
Yeah.
And I think we have a decision, and that goes to
Bart takes the win.
Yeah, I mean it was domination for that second round, and I think he feels frustrated that he didn't get to the submission, but it was Jack Gover defending extremely well, as well as Francesco just trying to get the submission there. So
he just held on. He lasted the time. That's how he made it through.
yeah. But still the win for Bart, so he can't feel too angry about that.
And now we've got Josie.
Bart, congratulations. How are you feeling?
Very disappointed.
Disappointed? Why?
Because I wanted to finish and I couldn't. So my jiu-jitsu is now very testy.
Yeah.
And I don't come here to win the competition.
Yeah.
Winning is nice. It is a priority.
Yeah.
But my priority number one is to showcase good jiu-jitsu. I don't think I did that today. So.
Okay. Was that the fight you were expecting at all from your opponent?
I wasn't expecting, not in a bad way, but I was expecting more attacks.
Yeah.
And I was hoping for more attacks because my game is more of a counter game.
Yeah.
So I had to force the pace and play that on me. And played against me in the fact that I wanted the submission. So.
Yeah. What's next for you in terms of competing?
I'm going to try to compete every month.
Yeah.
It would be nice to come back here and go up in the ranking. And and I just compete every month and try to make my jiu-jitsu as good as possible on an international level. Yeah.
Do you have like a game plan in terms of training your changing your training or anything moving forward from this?
I will work more on my perception, on my awareness.
Okay, yeah.
Try to waste less energy on movement.
Yeah.
And try to work more on the mental attitude to come into competition because I underestimated the pressure that competition can put on you. Even though I felt very, very calm, I could see that I wasn't risking too much. And I want to be more of a risker in competition as well because I want to show I just do it. So.
Yeah. So you plan to like work on your mindset and everything from now?
Yes, in a few words, yes.
Oh, great. Well, congratulations. Thank you for speaking to me. Thank you. Thank you. Jack, I have some questions for you.
I'm applauding myself.
No, well done. How are you feeling?
Yeah, okay. I agree. I think we all come here to look for submissions. So I agree with my opponent. It was a shame that we couldn't get there, but I felt apart from that it was a good match. Due to his entry and how he kind of approached the match, I knew he was looking for a mistake for me to open up my legs, and at one point he had my leg for a long time. And then I could feel that he was really hunting for sort of footlock, especially at the beginning of the match. So I didn't want to enter too liberally. I wanted to keep my feet hidden, and then at one stage, about halfway through the first 7 minutes, I felt like I was going to have to take some form of risk in order for him to open up so I could potentially get a pass. And at one stage, I kind of nearly had a north-south position and I just couldn't control his legs. By that point, he was a bit too slippery. So his game was great in that way. He kind of needed, I had to sort of bait him, give him an arm so he'd look for the arm so that he would stop looking at the guard so much so I could pass. The footlock was okay. The heel hook he was going for, I felt okay there. The body triangle at the end was very tight. But again, I felt comfortable from that position. But I couldn't get out. It was tight. So unfortunately, it's a shame to lose on points. I would have liked to have got into a better position where I could have submitted him. Like in my interview at the beginning, I wanted to get it into my game, and I feel like the entire 40 minutes kind of stayed in his game. And that's a real testament to him. He kept it. He kept it in his game and kept me on my back foot. So congratulations to him. He deserves the win.
What's next for you in terms of competing?
Have a few more smaller comps, like you mentioned before, coming up. I'm the same. I just want to keep competing. Try and compete at least once a month. And I'm sure I'll cross paths with him again at some point down the line.
How do you plan to rest, recuperate, move on from today?
I don't know. Lay on my sofa, not doing anything.
Chill out.
Just have a lay-in tomorrow, maybe.
Cool.
But,
well, rest well. Well done for today. Thank you.